The families of several students injured in the tragic school shooting in Florida are suing the school district and the sheriff's office.
Lawyers for two survivors of the Parkland shooting rampage are putting Broward County on notice. They plan to sue. 15-year-old Anthony Borges is the last victim still hospitalized. He was shot 5 times. His attorney says he's unable to walk and requires constant care.
The road is going to be difficult.
Borges' lawyer sent out a notice of intent to file a claim, writing in part the failure of Broward County Public Schools and of the principal and school resource officer to adequately protect students, and in particular our client, from life-threatening harm, were unreasonable, callous, and negligent.
Nicholas Cruz was a bomb that was going to explode somewhere. The problem is everybody saw him ticking and nobody did anything.
15-year-old Kyle Lamont was shot in the ankle and nearly lost his foot. He spent 2 weeks in the hospital recovering. His family also intends to sue.
I want to make sure I'm doing what's best for Kyle.
Meanwhile, today, the Florida House resumes its emotional debate of sweeping gun control legislation.
Hope springs eternal. We're going to keep fighting till the last minute.
Students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School staged a die-in at the Capitol, pushing for the weapons ban and against arming teachers. But one legislator was not impressed.
Do we allow the children to tell us that we should pass a law that says no homework? Or you finish high school at the age of 12 just because they want it so? No.
The National Rifle Association is suing Florida over its new gun control law. It was signed yesterday by Governor Rick Scott, and in the wake of the school shooting that left 17 people dead in Parkland, Florida. The NRA claims the bill punishes law-abiding gun owners, raising the age to buy a gun from 18 to 21. The new law also bans bump stocks, gives police more power to seize weapons, and provides more money for arming school staff. Meantime, the Broward County Sheriff's Office has released a new timeline and dispatch audio revealing the chaos as students were gunned down at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. CNN's Rosa Flores has that.
I love you. I love you. It's going to be fine. Can you hide somewhere? Can you play dead?
As students and parents frantically called 911 for help during the school shooting in Parkland, Florida.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What's happening?
Shooting up Marjorie Stoneman Douglas.
The only armed deputy on campus doesn't go in to stop the shooter.
Devastated, sick to my stomach. There are no words. I mean, these families lost their children. We lost coaches.
Disgraced Broward County Deputy Scott Peterson defends himself in a statement saying he believed the shots were being fired from outside. But a newly released timeline and dispatch record shows he radios in otherwise.
We also heard it over by inside the 1200 building.
The union president says the dispatch audio contradicts Peterson's story.
His own radio transmissions confirm that he identified the 1200 building, and then further after that advised the other units to stay back 500 feet.
During the shooting, Peterson says that he takes a tactical position behind this building. He radios in saying that he needs the intersection blocked off. The two responding deputies appear to comply. They stop at about the football field and they block the east and westbound lanes of traffic rather than going into the building to eliminate the threat. The shooter fires his weapon for more than 6 minutes, stopping about the time Peterson says this.
Do not approach the 12 or 1300 buildings. Stay at least 500 feet away at this point.
At that point, the shooter blends in with other students and flees the scene. At no point do the various responding agencies share a single line of communication.
I hear shots fired by the football field. Shots fired by the football field.
And the radio traffic reflects the resulting chaos.
Need more details on 97, the south side of the school. Make sure I have a unit over in the front of the school. Make sure nobody comes inside the school.
Chaos that must have seemed endless for those calling for help inside.
There's just a lot of confusion right now.
The new timeline reveals it takes law enforcement officers more than 11 minutes to enter and render aid.
Thank you for all your help. I hope this turns out to be not as bad.
Yes, I hope so too. Thank you so much again, okay?
Do not approach the 12 or 1300 buildings. Stay at least 500 feet away at this point.
CNN's Athena Jones joining me now live from Tallahassee, Florida with more on this. Athena.
Hi, Fred. It was a chaotic response indeed. You just heard that dispatch recording of Scott Peterson giving instructions to other officers not to enter the building. Well, we've learned that it took officers 11 minutes to enter the building. There was a lot of confusion about the direction that the shots were coming from initially. We're also learning that the radio system for the Broward Sheriff's Office was not connected or could not connect with the radio system for the Coral Springs Police Department. And so the two agencies were not able to communicate quickly about what the shooter looked like, what the shooter was wearing. That added to the chaos. And we're also learning that the shooter left the building about 5 minutes before police and deputies entered the building. So, of course, they completely missed any opportunity to stop the carnage. I should mention that the Public Integrity Office at the House of Representatives here in Tallahassee is investigating all of this. They're investigating law enforcement's response to that incident. They have subpoenaed documents from the relevant agencies, and that investigation is going to go on even when the session comes to an end, which is expected to do very, very soon here. Fred?
All right, Athena Jones, thanks so much from Tallahassee.
Next to President Trump taking action on guns. His Department of Justice formally submitting a new regulation today to ban bump stocks, those modifications that can amp up a gun's firing capability. Police say gunman Stephen Paddock used bump stocks in the Las Vegas shooting last fall that left 58 people dead, injuring more than 800. Today's move by the Trump administration certain to set off strong responses in the gun control debate. ABC's Mary Bruce at the White House tonight.
Tonight, the Trump administration is going it alone, taking their first step on gun control. The Department of Justice proposing to ban bump stocks, those devices that turn legal weapons into machine guns, like those used to kill 58 people in the Las Vegas massacre. President Trump has made clear he wants them gone.
Don't worry about bump stock. We're getting rid of it. I'll do that myself.
But the move puts him at odds with the powerful NRA.
The NRA doesn't back any ban. The NRA has asked the ATF to do its job and make sure that these classifications are consistent.
On Friday, the Florida governor banned them anyway, breaking with the NRA to sign stricter gun limits into law, even though bump stocks weren't used in the Parkland school shooting. The governor thanking those students.
You made your voices heard. You didn't let up. And you fought until there was change.
The Florida law also raises the minimum age for all gun purchases from 18 to 21, prompting the NRA just hours later to file a lawsuit. They say the purchase age restriction is an affront to the Second Amendment that totally eviscerates the right of law-abiding adults between the ages of 18 and 21 to keep and bear arms.